Well, moving on from that, a sudden change in weather has brought Delhi to a complete standstill as dust storms have hit Delhi and surrounding NCR region, bringing the mercury a few notches down. Delhi, Noida and Gurugram witnessed strong winds with dark clouds hovering over the region. Meanwhile, 10 flights have been diverted. All runways have been shut in the Delhi airport since 4:30 p.m. Earlier on Saturday, the IMD had warned Uttarakhand, Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh were likely to witness thunderstorms accompanied with squalls, while parts of Rajasthan might see dust storms over the next 2 days. Apurva now joins me with more on that. Apurva, what is the condition as of now? We understand that this has been the situation since around 4:30. Is it improving or is it getting worse?
Well, the dust storm started at around 4:35 and the dust storm continues for over an hour following heavy rainfall. Right now it's drizzling at this point in many areas in Delhi. The rainfall continues and following dust storm. In fact, the fire department at that point received many calls for damage. All were minor, but at this point at least 21 calls were received of trees being uprooted, especially in areas like South Delhi, West Delhi. All these areas, there were consistent calls of trees being uprooted because that was the force with which the winds were coming, and at the same time the traffic was also blocked in many areas following trees and traffic snarls that were reported across many junctions. At this time, as we speak, the situation is better. The rains are continuing at this point, but in many areas there are also reports of power cuts there coming because in many areas the power generators also failed with heavy wind followed by rainfall. Now, if we talk about the IMD weather predictions, it is said that thunderstorm with squall will continue in Himachal, Uttarakhand and Odisha till 15th of May, and the wind speed is likely to be around 50 to 70 km per hour. But what we witnessed today has brought a lot of relief from the heat that Delhiites have been witnessing, but at the same time it has also brought in a lot of flights to be cancelled. And at the same time, at least 10 flights have been diverted at the IGI airport due to bad weather, with the runways being shut even at this point. So we can expect the runways to open up after some time once the weather conditions clear. But at this point, rainfall continuing. Of course, in many areas, it has slightly simmered down.
Right, Apurva, you told us about the airports. This is, of course, vacation time in India. What is the condition of the railways? Are trains running on time or are they also delayed?
Well, trains going towards Delhi, certainly there is a slight delay, and also certain trains have also been rescheduled, but not much of an impact really has had on the railways as such, because it is just minor delays that are taking place. Right now, we're not getting information of trains being rescheduled or cancelled at this point, but certainly the passengers can expect delays at this point. And also, bus services in and outside Delhi is also going to be slightly affected, with certain roads being jammed because of the trees being uprooted. So apart from this, apart from the traffic snarls that we are looking at, the situation will get better in some time. At this point, the weather conditions are getting better. Trains have even stopped in certain areas like South Delhi and Southeast Delhi, but we are hearing reports of the rains continuing in areas like West Delhi and East Delhi particularly, where there are also reports coming in of power cuts.
Right. And Apurva, also tell us this, like you mentioned, the IMD has predicted thunderstorms and dust storms in Rajasthan over the next 24 hours. What about Delhi as such, and also is there any advisory from the state government?
Well, at this point, there is no advisory that is really coming from the state government. But of course, last week when similar dust storm had come out, there was advisories there being issued by the state, by the traffic police as well to all the people about the kind of dust storm and the kind of traffic snarls it could even create. At this given point in time, there is no advisory as such, but we have seen how the Met Department has also now predicted that the thunderstorm is going to come with gusty wind in Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh, East and Northeast Delhi, and in many parts of coastal Andhra and Puducherry and Kerala as well. So we are expecting this phenomena to continue at least for the next 2-3 days, but it hasn't caused a lot of damage at this point. What one can certainly say is that it has brought in a lot of relief for the people staying here because it has got the temperature drastically down. Certainly there are reports coming in of a lot of trees there being uprooted, especially areas like Greater Kailash. There were as many as 4 to 5 trees that were uprooted because of the kind of wind pressure and the force. But we are looking at a situation to get better in the next couple of hours and the rains to completely stop.
Right, Apurva, thank you very much for all of those details. We will, of course, keep coming back to you for more updates on when the airports open up, the runways which are shut down currently start operating.